Hello, everybody. I am live, but I don't see my screen anymore. Okay, let me try something. Okay, I hope you all hear me. I'm live. Something happened. My screen became black. So I hope somebody will write that you hear me well. I'm waiting just for a comment to see. Yeah, okay. Stéphanie, tu m'entends bien? Okay. Okay, ours too, but we can see you. Okay, perfect. I can see and hear you well. Perfect. Hi, Celine. Okay, phew. My screen became black all of a sudden. I have no clue what happened. So I'm saying hello to everybody who's connecting to see that live. I'm going to raise this. Okay. So last week I couldn't answer each of you. I don't know if you had any comments or something, question, because I was in Europe. I was in Paris at a show called Création Savoir-Faire. It's a different country, not country. It is different than here. Huh? It was wonderful. Okay, so my name is Céline Ross, and I am an educator for Genome Canada. And right now, the live is for Genome Canada and America and North America and for the world. Okay, so I'll turn the camera to show you what I'm thinking to talk today. I was thinking to talk to you. Who has this? Huh? Who still have wooden spool? You know, I'm showing you just one basket, but a little basket, but I have few baskets. And what do you do with this? You know, it is vintage. Huh? You don't want to throw them. You want to save them. Of course, the thread is no good anymore. Look at this. You know, it's not even clean. It's not. But you don't want to throw the wooden spool. So I said, I'm going to use it with our leftover of test and nice thread. So all together, and of course, optional feet. Huh? So look what I did here. Whoops, what happened now? Ay, ay, ay. If I touch my screen, it's blank. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what it is with my screen, but I don't want to touch it anymore. Okay, so look what I did. So on this one, I kept the thread because it wasn't bad. I removed a few holes. Huh? And you see, I did my cording with the sewing machine, and I will show this to you today. And you can add, you know, at the end, some freestanding lace. This one, I kept leftover fabric with thread. I want to show you how to make this cording again. Okay. So you see, you can decorate a gift. You can decorate your sewing room. You can embellish a gift that you're going to give to somebody. Here, I hope you see well. Here, I use the freestanding lace, okay, to decorate a gift. Here, this one, do you see the foot underneath? So let's say you offer a foot to one of your sewing friend. So I made here, it is a leftover for for my sample about piping, large piping, mini piping with the foot. If maybe you want to keep this in your sewing room, maybe you want to offer to your friend who is a sewer a foot. Again, here it is a winter jacket, but you know what? It'll be cold. Okay. So anything, you know, just recuperate and reuse and embellish and use your thread. In our sewing room, we don't always have thread that we like, or they're not great anymore, or of all sorts of reason. Okay, so okay, okay, so I'm going to move without touching my iPad. Okay, so see, this is leftover for my my sewing remnant, my test from border guide, again from my piping foot. You know, we keep everything, and leftover fabric, you know, little piece that we keep. So all of this can make something nice to decorate. You see here, I kept the spool with the green on the green thread underneath, but this is the border guide. Okay, so I just need the cording to go inside and maybe some beads or something to embellish. So this was my point today. How do we make these nice cording? Okay, so I'm using for most of them that you see here. I use a different fabric. This one is Glamour size 12. See, I separate them to let the people that I will offer this or the decoration, which one I use. So this is size 12. But with you today, I'm going to use size 8, which is not going into your sewing machine. 8 is or bobbin work or handwork or serger or Cover Pro. Okay, so I have, okay, you see well. So this is not the one I want to use, it's these here. So I'll use a green and a red. It's Christmas colors, okay? And so I have two thread, size 8. And I need a good length. I want everything even. I'm going to cut, and at the end I will make a knot to tie them all together. Okay, okay, then I'm coming to my sewing machine. I need an empty bobbin, and of course Janome bobbin. Now you see the J. Insert inside, insert my knot, and in the bobbin winder. Okay, and on the other end I will hold my loop very tight, and let's go. Maybe, okay, okay, let's go. So it's turning. Whew, it's squeezing my finger too. Okay, let's do it again. I want it to twist for sure. Okay, did you see it twist? Now fold in a half, and if I could, I would take it out, but I won't be able to. But I let go. Look how nice it is. If it's not even, I can just push it and remove everything from the bobbin winder. And look at the nice cording. If I let go, this one has to. But you know, if you manipulate it, you're okay. So look at this. Perfect. And then I can use it to hold your spool. Okay. This one is, well, there's a big difference in the size because I didn't use the same size. This is size 12 of thread, and this is size 8 for thread. Okay. And then I just have to, now I need a hook, and I need a hook, and I need beads, and look at this. And then at the end, you cut you make a knot, you cut everything, and you make it flaw like this. Flaw. Okay. So this is the way we can embellish and use uh, our thread that we want to embellish. You know, some, like I said, sometimes there's thread that it's not working with your machine. So if it's not working, maybe for this it'll be perfect. So that's one idea. Okay. And then let's say you want to offer a spool of thread. I'm going to pick any one here. Let's see this one. And you want to decorate it. You want to decorate it. Okay. You see, I just did this before. 3 cording. I will do it again for you. So of course, I'm going to cut this and I will put some glue and I will wrap. And this is foot H. Everybody knows that foot. It's not coming with all the machine. It's coming, it is maybe an optional foot, and maybe some machine has that foot. But this one is for 3 cording on top or 2 cording on top. So this is a perfect example. So if you want to offer this optional foot to a friend, well, why not make the sample? I clean it good. Huh? Make the sample, wrap it around the spool of thread. Of course, you need to serge it to clean it good. Huh? And then attach it to your wooden spool of thread. Maybe you want to keep this, and maybe you don't want to keep it. Maybe you need a little, you need to scrub it. Huh? Okay. So how would you do this with this foot? See, I did it with a thin thread, size 12, which is big anyway, yeah? Size 12, size 8. So, hold on. So you will attach it. So if you study your foot H, you have 3 holes on top and 3 guide underneath. You attach the foot to your sewing machine. Okay, my thread for sure on the thread holder. Okay, and I prepared the fabric. So this is the leftover, this fabric. Leftover from something else I did. So I take my cord, insert one, insert, hold it at the back and underneath, on top in each holes, each guide, and I make sure I'm even at the back. Okay, it's even. I don't want one long and one short. And then here, foot down. You see, I have my 3 cord here. And I can do different things. So let's say, this is too high. Okay, let's say I'm going to my satin stitches. Satin is here. And I have 2 steps, 2 level and 3 level here. I'm going to use this because I already insert 3 level, 3 cording. And I have a few choices. Pre-program is 7 millimeter of width, but I have a 9 millimeter machine, 40.40 of stitch length, and elongation stitch. I can play with this. So I'm going to see, you make your test. I'm going to try the test. Okay. I'll let go right in the center of my leftover, my remnant. Okay. It's doing okay. I'll stop. And I will look what's going on. it is nice. Let's say you want this tighter. You play with your stitch length, but you have the elongation. You see, I can put 30. You see what's going on here? And I can increase the width of the stitches. Okay, so I increase the width. My stitch length is shorter, and my elongation stitch is at 3. So same stitch will look different, a little bit different. So you see, my 3 cord cannot move because they're right in the right groove. I let go for a little while, and now that I have my earphone from Apple, it cuts the noise, so you don't hear the noise of the sewing machine. I hope you don't hear it for the price it costs. Okay, so I'm okay. I'll stop here. I'll finish my. I want to finish my. Okay, so that is something nice. Then I'll show you the whole thing after. Then maybe you say, "Oh, I don't want." Well, that foot can do more than this. So I will remove the center one. Remove the center one. Okay, keep it because I want to show you something else. And of course, I'm going to change my stitch. Huh? And again, let's say I'm going to keep 9 millimeter, but I make it my stitch closer. Do you see what's going on here? Look at the stitch. Huh? I like point 30. I'll leave it at 1, and then we'll do different. You'll see the difference. So while you're practicing your feet and the feature of your sewing machine, you also make a gift, huh? And I like to go fast. When I go fast, um, it I cannot. There's no mistake here. You know, I don't give a chance to my sewing machine to make a loop or whatever. So it's going. Okay, I stop my sequence with the lock stitch, and this time I'm going to use I'm going to land to 3 elongation. You'll see the difference. Okay, so I can use 3 cord, 2 cord, and 1 cord. You'll see. Maybe you know this already, but so let's finish the sequence. Okay, it's done. So when I'll cut my I want to cut because I don't need these anymore, and I want to insert my. Hey, look at this. Huh? So you see elongation, 2 level. See the elongation? It is really nice. And 3 elongation, no elongation. So while you're practicing, well, you prepare a gift. Okay? And then you're almost teaching to your friend. And then I'm going to use only 1 cord in the center. Okay? To finish here. Now, foot down. How I'm going to do this? I'm coming back on my regular sewing. And you see this, it is like lightning. It is a straight stitch for stretch fabric. When you stretch your fabric, it won't break. But I want to sew over the cording. So I will put, let's say 2 as a width. And I'm going to land my stitch. Let's say 3.5. I can always adjust. Okay. And I want to sew over. Yep. I think I'm okay. You have to do your test, huh? Let's see if I'm okay. to check it, I have to pull. Not sure. Let's see. So I did 3, 2, 1 with each foot. And of course, you have to pull everything from the back. Huh? Pull everything from the back. You see? One cord. Can I, if I can slide it, it is because my stitch, yes, I can. Look at this. So this means, I don't want to do it now, but this means I sew over and the thread is loose. But if you want to sew your thread, well, don't adjust your stitch length, stitch width. Okay, but look at this. So with the same foot, one cord, 2 with 2 level, 2 stairs with elongation, without elongation, and 3 with elongation and without elongation. Okay, so with your leftover, so maybe you want to give this to a friend. Maybe you want to give this part, or maybe you'll clean it, of course, but maybe you want to do this. If you row, you want to wrap it, and she'll have her sample. You make it nice, huh? You clean with the serger. So maybe it's not, it's a nice gift, you know? You're teaching while you're giving a gift. And here I have same thing on the leftover fabric. This is the fabric. But to make it nice, I did the seam, you know, it's really nice on the edge. I seam and I turn it over. And I use a variegated thread over thread size 12. It's weak. It is weak. It's okay, but it is weak. I'd rather have a size a bigger size, which I will do right here now. Okay, so I will use 3 this thread. So I'm going to use red on the side, and me, I like to cut my strand of thread the same length. But now it's going to be, this one is 8, huh? Yeah, 8 weight, while the other one was 12. So it'll be better here now. 2, and I'll put 2. What did I do before? 2 green. I'll do 2 red this time and 1 green, just to make a change. Okay, cut. Okay, and same thing again. So red over and under. Over and under. Okay. Green over and under. Red over the groove and under the groove. And at the back, what I like to do, I like to tie them all together. This is why I want the same. I want them even at the back, not one longer than the other one. And then to make sure I won't lose them, I make a little knot just to keep them together. Don't drop one, huh? Okay, here. Okay. See? Oh, it's perfect. So you see, it's easier to hold at the back. Do you see my finger? And I'm gonna get my other piece of fabric that I forgot. I forgot to bring it. I like to iron everything before I show something to you, because if it's not iron, it's not doesn't look clean, huh? And I like to use leftover with padding underneath. This is leftover from some project. Slide it over in the center of in the center of the little remnant. Okay, here I go. So again, I'm going to my satin stitch, and I always, whoops, and I always, satin, I'm looking for satin. Okay, and no, 3. I change nothing. Oh, I want to change my thread. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to change my thread because I like variegated thread. So I'll put my, no, lift my foot. My thread is here. Rethread the machine with variegated thread just to add the Christmas favor. Yeah, favor. Okay, lock. Every machine who has decorative if you don't have a sewing machine with too many decorative stitches, use a zigzag or multiple zigzag. Okay, now, okay, and make sure that everything is well aligned. So you see, I have my red, and I have my green in the middle. I'll hold them just to hold them into place. I don't pull, I don't push, and let's go. So I'm starting with regular without changing the width and the length. I do nothing. And you see I'm going full speed because if I do something wrong, it won't show when you go fast. Okay. So, okay, lock stitch. It will finish the sequence. Now I'm back on my screen and elongation, let's see, 3, and stitch length shorter and wide, let's say 8 millimeter, just to change a few things. And you see my screen, my 2 screens are synchronized. Huh? So again, let's go. So I have my 3 level, 3 level of decorative stitches. It will be different. And a decorative, a variegated thread at the back. You'll see better when I'll put it out after. Okay. So this is a nice way to use your leftover and some things you don't want to throw. You know, sewers, they don't want to throw anything. So now that it's here, I did 3. I'm going to leave this here, remove the center one to do my 2 steps, 2 level, 2 zigzag, 2, not sure what I should say, and let it go again. No change of width and the length. No change at all. If you want, you can move as a curve. Okay. Let's say I'm okay. Now I'm coming back to change the stitch length and the elongation. Go. You see, everything stays into place. On the top in the groove and underneath in the groove also. So everything stays at the right place. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's not nice what you're trying, but it's a sample. It's a test. If it's not nice, you know, it's easy to cut apart and put it in the garbage. Huh? So I'm finished. And now I'm going to do only one in the center. So I have to raise my needle, lift my foot, and use the green that I just cut before in the center. And now I'm coming back to my stitch number 6 here in this case. So I'm going to do 2.5. I want it to slide inside and the stitch length a little bit. This one has no elongation. Huh? It's it's not an optional. It's a utilitarian stitch. Ooh la la, that's a good exercise, huh? Okay, and then go. This is going fast. So I don't want to sew over the cording. I don't want to sew it. I want to make it loose. Okay, lock stitch and cut my thread. Pull at the back. Okay. Did I succeed or not? Whoops. Yes, I did. It didn't sew. You see? Good. So you cut your thread. So you see, you did your you practice. You did your practice. This one is the thread is thicker than what I did previously. At 2 o'clock I do it in French. This demo. So right now I did it in English. So the thread is really. I look at the difference with the thread. Look at the size. It's really thicker. Size 8, size 12. Okay. So that's the way you make your practice, and you wrap your your spool of thread. You see, this coordinates perfectly together. Okay. And well, maybe you say, oh, I use border guide foot. See, all your test. So you test your thread, you test your fabric, your stitch, you test everything, and then you save them, decorate, and offer it in a gift. Hey, I would be happy me to receive this as a gift, an optional foot as a gift, or just a decoration. Okay, I hope you like. I'll turn the camera towards me, and I'll see the comments. Okay, raise this. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so I'm saying hello to everybody. So, okay, hello, hours 2, but all good now. Hours 2. Okay, I can see and hear well. We can see you. Saskatoon, okay. Or Cheryl, okay. Stephanie, I can see and hear you. Good. I can see and hear you. Perfect. Phew. I was afraid. Bonjour, Shirley. I think Shirley is becoming bilingual. Shirley Andrechak. I hope I don't destroy your name. Hello, Janie, Marty. Lucky you in Paris. You know what? Yes, lucky. Paris is just wonderful. Ginger, Marty, Nancy, Stephanie. Yeah, the technique. You know the technique for the loop. The loop. When you change stitch length, width, and elongation. Oops, I lost it. Oh, I lost it. Where was it? Oh, because I received message, so everything is going. When you change stitch length, width, and elongation, should needle be up or down? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Because Janome movement is this for the feed dog. It's not rolling. So for sure, there's no problem. Okay. I'm answering to Nancy. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. A really clever idea to decorate. You know, thanks to Pinterest. Okay. It could also be used on a ribbon, I think. Thanks for the idea. Yeah. But you know, yes, it can be used on ribbon. But the point today, I want you to use your samples, your trial, your test. Don't go and buy ribbon. Maybe you have ribbon and you want, but you know, if you do this on a ribbon, make sure you put interfacing because it's going to not being too nice. This would make great bookmark and the sewing book or manual. Of course. You know what? Oof, ideas we all have. Huh? Okay, Shirley, I destroy your name. Huh? I will keep saying Shirley. That's it. It's too. I don't. My English is not good enough. Okay, everybody. So did I? Oh, I'm 5 minutes too much. So I'm saying hello, goodbye to everybody, and go and look for your wooden spool. And you know, maybe you have some from your grandmother, and you want to save them. Well, you know, all sorts of reasons, but you don't always have to sew so much to give a gift, huh? or to embellish. You can use whatever you have. Yeah, you know, us sewer, we don't throw this in the garbage. Huh? Nah? I'm sure you're the same way as me. So I wish you a good rest of the week, everybody, and thank you for attending. Bye bye.